Welcome once again to Shifting Sands. I didn't have my camera on earlier, so that was a classic move, but I caught it in time, and we are here. And yes, I am a performing artist. My name is Suze, and I'm coming to you live by Patreon. And although I just arrived here, my relationship with patrons is something that spanned over 30 years of my timeline in the never-ending story. I'm a hairdresser, by the way, so you can see how this all fits in. Now, today's subject is what's called life charting, and it is definitely an art form. It's animated storytelling called Eurythmy. And when you become a patron at the $4 or $10 level per month, we will begin your never-ending story. Our medium will be art, speech, input data, flow, right? You could use music, dance, poetry, and art to fit into a format that highlights your experience. We have 4 categories we'll cover. The first is destiny illness. That's an ego pattern. We have interests and studies, which is a soul aspect. People and family, which is a life aspect. Places and jobs, which are your physical aspects. Each 7-year cycle represents a level of growth. And this course is a healing tool that allows you to step into the starring role and be the creator's observation. An aid to the study of one's own biography celebrates the 9 ages of man in 3 groups of 21 years and the group of 21 free years. That sounds interesting and good, doesn't it? I have a great story about how I discovered the process of life charting, but we're going to have to cover that when the hourglass is not running. I have one right here. It is off camera. These will all be kept under 10 minutes long. We are studying here from the book called The Human Life, and it was written by George and Gisela O'Neill. It's based on Dr. Rudolf Steiner's work, The Education of the Child. It was written in 1907. The lecture was shared in Torquay, England on August 16th, 1924. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and it's a great time to be in physical form, rediscovering our divinity in this never-ending story. I believe you are perfect for this process. It will bring a musical symphony to your song. It will shape your destiny and mission for the better. And furthermore, it will twist and braid the collective experience of when you took your first breath on planet Earth this time. Now, imagine this to be a beautiful chalice. It could even be your holy grail, and if not, it'd cure what ails you. And it could bring a state of bliss that is measurable. I'm a trauma expert, so I have a lot of experience in these things, and it's been a great help to me on my path. Now, I've had an inspiration today preparing for this short Patreon video, informational video, right? So this is the life chart that came in George and Gisela's book. But it's tough writing your different data, your experience into these small spaces. And at first I thought I was going to expand it more to a poster size, but you know what? It's not going to be it. It's going to be a small sheet. And that way, I'll put all the artwork in in simple black and white, and you guys can color it and play Twister. Write all your stuff in, jump around. It should be quite fun. I'm excited about it. Now, I began this life charting process back in 2005. And along the way, I used the chart method as well as a journaling method. And this, you see, would represent my journal. What this is, I started by using a bunch of copyright-free templates, and I colored them in and, you know, worked them into all of my life charting information and specific things that were covered in each of those 4 categories. We'll go into that in a longer, hour-long, you know, live Google Hangout or something where we look at these, and you can start to imagine yourself and what you would share. And this is a great thing that you leave for not only your lineage, you know, your children and their children, but your friends and family and community. And that's something we really need at this time of transformation. So, let's set that down and kind of get back into another little bit of story. It was a couple years ago. My friend Molly Rockman, that runs Earth Dance Organic Farms here in Ferguson, Missouri, she created her own life chart without consciously knowing what she was stepping into. And I was fortunate enough to be there with my camera working on a Sophia's Emporium episode, right? So she combined dancing, singing, yoga, and storytelling into a 3-day celebration, which represented her birth, which would be her awakening, her death, which is an alchemical transmutation of the reflections of her life, and the rebirth, which would be her transformation, her state of healing and acceptance that she's in. So you can make this into something so inspiring. But if you have time, hop over to my channel, Sue's Pratt, on YouTube, and you can, you know, check out Molly's journey. I have a playlist by that name. Or you can just Google it. You'll find her. Okay. I appreciate this time so much with you guys. I also hope that you're the kind that are root for the underdog. I've only been online 39 months. I came on pretty much computer illiterate, but I did have a mission, and it was service to friends. So I'd like to take that to the next level here on Patreon and everywhere we go on the internet, because it's catching on fast. So, one more thing before I go, because I knocked this out in good time for me. Let me see if I can move this screen a little bit. Okay. I was so blessed. I mean, every day is a great adventure here on the Third Cosmic Ray. But I found a channel called, hey, wait a second. I don't know if it's called that now. I knew it as something else. Let me just zip back. Yes, here it is, because it makes sense. The name of the YouTube channel is called Here We Go, and it's copyright-free music. I wanted to give them a lot of credit. It says, here we go, where the music belongs. We are a copyright-free music provider and a promotional YouTube channel for producers. And the song that I chose to open up the show, and I think it's definitely going to have to be in the general theme and feeling of it all, is called Zen Aware, Stay Feet, Chloe Sutherland. And that was what we listened to. So I just wanted to like it and say namaste to everyone at Here We Go, copyright free music, because here I go. And I hope you guys join me. You can also find me on YouTube and Twitter at Susanna Rudd. I have 5 pages on Facebook, and when I get to my $500 level of support, yeah, I'm going to invest some of that money into bringing in a team of inspired individuals with a lot of imagination, intuition. I'll feel them out, right? And we'll get this thing proper. So once again, thank you. And I'm really excited. So have a great night. I'll be back later with another live stream, by the way, because I've got a whole lot of living to do and a whole lot of storytelling. So bye. Now what?